Hello and welcome to the LNG Connect studio at Gastech 2023. I'm thrilled to have sitting next to me Shahrukh Mirza, Vice President ExxonMobil LNG Market Development. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Now, to start off, could you tell the audience what does MD&O at ExxonMobil do?
For sure. So LNG Market Development and Origination, that's what MD&O stands for. And we sit in front of our LNG supply organization, and our mission is very simple: to bring in new markets, new opportunities, new countries in new geographies which are gas deficit and power deficit, with clean energy, which is LNG.
Interesting. And how is the team structured then, globally, and then based where? Out of Singapore?
So, good question. So we've split up the teams into two pies, I would say. One is the Atlantic Basin and the other is the Pacific Basin. So we cover the world globally that way, and we have teams based out of Houston, Chile, Colombia, Europe, and then Singapore.
Why does ExxonMobil do market development? I know it sounds a silly question.
So we have a robust portfolio of LNG coming in, and you need a development organization, an origination team, which will continue to bring in new opportunities, new healthy opportunities into the portfolio. As countries move from coal to gas, from liquid to gas, you need a team which will go out there and build all of those infrastructures and advocate for the right kind of policies and regulations to enable LNG to land. So we are that team, and it does take time to bring countries into the energy transition. And therefore, any new opportunity or new country coming in, the timeline is roughly between 3 to 4 years. So it's very critical to have someone like us set up.
Where do you see, gas and LNG demand just sort of rising globally?
So, we see it there for the next 20 years plus. Gas is there to stay, LNG is there to stay. Markets are going through the energy transition, so we're very confident, and that's why we are here, to develop new markets and new opportunities.
And I want to just go back, you mentioned earlier, what your mission is. I'd like to hear more, what would you say then is MD&O's mission then?
Very simple: to bring LNG to gas deficit and power deficit countries, be it new markets or existing markets which are switching over into the energy transition.
And just before we go, we're here at Gastech 2023 in Singapore. What's the importance of having this kind of global gas and LNG event taking place in Singapore?
Well, Singapore is the energy hub now for Asia Pacific. So, we're seeing a lot of activity here, a lot of meetings here. I think Asia Pacific is going to continue to be the hub for the next 2 decades to come. So we're very excited, to host over here and to be one of the sponsors. So looking forward to that.
Thank you so much for joining me. Great to hear more about your team, and all the best for the future.
Thank you very much, and thank you for having me.
Thanks everyone for watching, and I look forward to bringing you more studio interviews from the show floor in the coming days.